Coming up.
It is not a bonsai yet until it is in its pot.
Oh, bonsai literally translates to tray planting or planting in a container. Today we learn it's so much more than that with a local bona fide bonsai specialist. Then we branch out to a local Pan-Asian restaurant making healthy creations with locally sourced goods like these beautiful mushrooms. We'll also join Cirque de Soleil behind the scenes at their latest show in town. All that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Have you ever wondered how the heck they get bonsai trees to grow like this, and what do you need to do to maintain them, and how do you get them in the pot, and do I water it? Are they outside? Are they inside? If you have questions like that, you're in luck. Hello, welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and this is one of the bonsai trees at Tyler the Bonsai Guy. And Tyler Bonsai Guy moved to North Carolina, but he's passed on his business to Nick. And fortunately, we're gonna meet both of them today and learn a lot about bonsai, which is an art form and just cool to be around. So let's go find Nick. As promised, this is Nick, who is the owner and operator of Tyler the Bonsai Guy. Later, we'll meet Tyler like I had mentioned. But Nick, tell me, what is bonsai for those that don't know?
The simplest answer to what is bonsai is the translation of a tree in a pot.
Can a bonsai tree be any species?
Yes, bonsai can be any species in the world. Typically they're thought of as junipers or maples, very traditional species, but really it's any tree in the world. As long as it has a small enough leaf that we can get in proportion to the artwork, it can be pretty much any tree. Okay, so what makes, besides the size, the difference between, say, this ficus here and some of the trees you have over on your right? The difference is, as the tree matures, the artwork further develops. Okay. It's a living artwork, a living art form that is never quite finished, so there's always more development to be done. Our shop is inside of Living Color Garden Center, right here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Tyler had ran the business at another nursery for 11 years, and we recently moved over here a few months ago. Great. And Tyler's also recently changed his life quite a bit by moving to North Carolina. We're gonna catch him on a Zoom call or a FaceTime later on, but now you're running the show down here. And what do you want people to know about what you're doing? I want people to know that this is a place for anybody to start their bonsai journey. It can be very intimidating. I definitely was when I first started, but it doesn't need to be. It's as simple as a tree in a pot, and then the fun part is styling it. Great. Well, there's so much more to learn about bonsai while we're here. In fact, later on we're going to pot. We're also going to learn how you shrink the leaves or trim the leaves, and so much more. So keep watching SoFlo Health, and we'll be right back here with Nick. No, I haven't given up my career as a TV host to become a DJ just yet. We're at Kaori in Brickell, which is a Pan-Asian restaurant with some delicious and sustainable food, and we'll find out what that means in just a moment, especially the delicious part. But they also operate as a hi-fi bar with artists and DJs here to perform that you can enjoy at the bar Thursdays through Saturdays, and the bar's open the rest of the week as well, along with the restaurant, so let's head up there. I'm very excited to now be joined by Diego of Kaori, who put together this beautiful space for us and allows us to enjoy this wonderful food. So Diego, thank you. Of course. And what's in front of us?
All right, here we have a couple of amazing dishes. We have our cured rockfish shiroponsu crudo. Wow. Beautiful take, beautiful colors with a raspberry gel. One of our newest dishes, we have our golden oyster mushrooms. They're glazed in porcini and pasilla glaze. And then to our mains, we have our Mizuna congee seared fish. Yeah. So you have the congee on the bottom, grouper on top, then you have our radish, kind of like a fresh salad on the side with a yuzu vinaigrette. And then we go to our amasake.
Rapidly melting.
Rapidly melting right now. Rice cream, so it's made out of masake rice. So this one, it's using local mango, because it's mango season in Florida. Sure. And it has amasake cherries on top, topped with a Thai basil oil, and a lacto-fermented passion fruit puree.
So we brought back into the cold kitchen area. We made this, or I didn't make any, the chef did, he's right here, but we're gonna taste this for real now. Yeah. So what was important for you?
Texture. The texture of the rice cream, which is amazing.
Join me here.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, look at that. That's
it makes a whole difference.
It doesn't last very long because we eat it all and because of temperature. Oh, I'm so glad you did this. This is incredible.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right, back to the table. And this is all, of course, available from Miami Spice.
Yeah, and I just bite in.
Just get a little bit of everything here. I'm also kind of bad with chopsticks, but it's fine. Oh my God. Wow.
And these are amazing, amazing oyster mushrooms, which actually want to show you guys because
Sure, yeah, grab them.
Incredible looking. Now they look all char, but look at this beauty.
Wow, look at that.
Incredible product.
Wow. It's like barbecue-y, but it's also...
The fattiness
Yeah.
of the acidity is
And it's got great
really
texture
beautiful
to it.
contrast.
So what's important to you here at the restaurant to have these local, sustainable items and options?
Yeah, I mean, Miami is a big challenge to do this. As a big upcoming city in the culinary world, sourcing always local products, sourcing sustainably, it's a big mission of ours, just because we know that we want better product. We shifted out of using any seed oil in the whole restaurant, not even sesame oil, which is crazy for our Asian restaurant. And that makes such a difference to your health and how you process food.
And what I think is important for you as a restaurant also is it's not something that you miss. Have something that meets your health needs, but also is still delicious and fun to enjoy.
Absolutely.
If people want to enjoy this for themselves or find out more, how can they?
I think the best thing is follow our Instagram page. We're constantly posting updates and happenings, new dishes, so definitely that's the best way to keep in touch and of what's happening.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for having us in. I think if you leave us be, we'll polish off the rest of this. Thanks, Diego.
Thank you.
Don't leave just yet. Bonsai and behind the scenes of Cirque du Soleil are after the break on SoFlo Health. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. This is Nick, owner and operator of Tyler the Bonsai Guy, and we'll meet Tyler later on, but he curated the business that Nick now runs here in South Florida for us to all enjoy. This is a bonsai tree, and it's going to go into this pot.
Correct.
Nick, that looks like it's a lot larger than what this pot is.
It is. It is.
So how do you go about doing that?
Basically, we need to remove about 80% of this soil and the majority of the roots to fit it in that pot. We always want the tree to be larger than the pot. It helps with the scale and proportions of the artwork. And it is not a bonsai yet until it is in its pot.
Oh, so right now it's just a tree.
Correct. The first step will be to prune our tree. The basic shape of all bonsai follow an isosceles triangle. So a lopsided triangle, whether that's in the canopy or whether it's in the entire design, if it's a forest or a cascading tree. The first step in trimming any tree is to find the face of a tree.
Okay.
Every tree has a face and a butt.
Yep.
We want to look at the face. Usually it will be a more open side of the tree where we can see movement in the trunk and the branches, and that's the starting point where all of our other decisions stem from. This is a great time to mention one of our favorite things we do at the shop is teach classes. We have an entry-level beginner class where you'll learn all the principles of bonsai. It's a 2-hour class where you learn the whole history of bonsai, all the principles, the same blueprints that every artist in the world uses, and you will make your first tree in the class that you get to keep and start your bonsai journey with.
Nice. How can people keep up with when those classes are available and what you're doing here at the shop?
The easiest way to sign up for them or find information is our website, Tyler the Bonsai Guy, or our Instagram, Tyler the Bonsai Guy FL.
Perfect. It's already got that shape that you were mentioning.
Correct, correct. And this is an example of where we would use some wiring and reestablish our leader and get that guy to go more upright.
Wow.
All bonsai trees are going to thrive outside.
Okay.
We say there are some that will survive inside.
Ah, okay.
Typically things like jade and ficus can do pretty well as houseplants, but we do always need direct sunlight. No tree will produce growth and continue to develop without direct sunlight.
Right.
So we need a really bright window, but outside is always going to be best for these trees. All right, so he got his hair cut. Now we get to mess with his roots.
Our tree is about ready to make its way to the pot, but first, you should watch this. We're at the Kaseya Center in downtown Miami to get a behind-the-scenes look of Cirque de Soleil OVO. Their final shows are today. However, you will be able to catch the shows Wednesday through Sunday at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, so you've got plenty of time to check it out. We're here to check it out, and we're really getting into it. This? Oh, I'm a cricket. Of course, you knew that, because the show is about bugs, and we're about to learn more about what goes into all of this, including the design and how to get behind the scenes and learn to juggle a kiwi. Well, we're gonna start with Lydia first, and she'll tell us how all this comes to be, and I had to stop and smell the flowers, you know? I'm now joined by Lydia. She's the artistic director, and we are very excited to see what's going on behind us right now. It's perfect timing. What is happening?
So this is our foot juggling number. We've got 5 artists. They're going to be ants in the shows. That's what their little headpieces are. And they do foot juggling and Icarian games.
And for those just getting to know OVO, what is it all about?
OVO is the show about bugs. So it's like a day in the life of the bugs. Imagine you go out into your garden, you pick up a rock, and all the bugs kind of scurry around. You see the life unfold before you. That's what our show is.
Well, thank you for giving us a sneak peek. I know you probably got to get back to work. You can probably hear some of the set being built right behind us, and we've seen some of the practice already underway. Lydia, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
These are our ants. They are foot jugglers, so they'll be juggling kiwis and corn and pepper and each other in the show. And if you'd like, we can maybe give it a try.
I'm in.
That was great. He's ready for the show.
Well, you just saw that. I don't know how I fit into this equation, but how would somebody get started in this?
At the beginning, you have to build shoulder strength. So you can put your hands on these loops.
Okay.
You're gonna hang and Keelan will spin you. And if you make yourself a little ball, you're gonna spin really fast.
Well, all right, and I'll get a little dizzy. That's very cool. This is Jesse. He is a Chinese pole artist as well as a strength and conditioning coach here at Cirque du Soleil OVO. Jesse, that's a big responsibility. How do you train all of these different athletes, acrobats, and more?
Well, essentially my job description is just to make sure that everybody's in shape to do their jobs.
Right.
But seeing as we have a lot of different acts on the show, that requires a lot of different things depending on who we're talking about.
Just like Jesse, a lot of people here wear multiple hats, literally and figuratively, and it's so impressive. So Jesse, I'll let you get back to work. I know you got practice to get to as well, but thanks so much for showing me a thing or two.
It was a pleasure.
Definitely.
OVO is a show by Cirque du Soleil. We have a live music with a 7-piece band, beautiful large projection and reduction value with a large stage. If you go to cirquedusoleil.com/OVO, you can find the beautiful costume, the photos, get a hint of the show, and you can find the tickets there. We have family packs, promos, just have a look.
I definitely expected to be impressed by the incredible show here and getting a cool behind-the-scenes look. I didn't expect to get a full workout in while I was here, but I'm glad that I did. It gives me more appreciation for what these artists do to put on a great show for you. And you can still act quickly and see the show tonight at Kaseya Center, or starting Wednesday, you can catch it at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. When you come back, we'll meet Tyler the Bonsai Guy himself. We'll also find out how AI is being integrated to better your healthcare when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. I'm with Nick, owner-operator of Tyler the Bonsai Guy here in South Florida. This tree is about to become bonsai. As we learned earlier, it's not bonsai until it's in the pot. So Nick, what's next?
The next step is we're going to remove a lot of this soil. We're going to replace it with bonsai media. Probably doesn't look like your typical soil.
No, it looks like rocks.
Correct.
Throughout the episode, you've been hearing about Tyler the Bonsai Guy, and Nick's been very gracious to us and showing us everything we need to know about bonsai right here in South Florida, but without Tyler, that wouldn't be happening. And thankfully, I'm now joined by Tyler. So Tyler, good to see you.
Thank you. I'm really, really happy to be on your show. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. So, Tyler the Bonsai Guy, how did that become a thing?
Actually, it started, maybe 20 plus years ago. A neighbor who was going to college, living next door to Michael and I, gave me a little bonsai kit, sent it to me from Tennessee as a birthday present when she moved back home. And I thought, oh, how cool. I followed directions, I cut the roots, I plant this little juniper nana. And I'm like, well, bonsai's not so hard. Why people say this is so hard? It's this easy. But about 3 weeks in, man, I'm cleaning house and I look at the little tree and I'm like, the needles don't look the same color. Something's up. It was completely dead. I scratched the trunk. I said, oh, wow, I killed this bonsai. And 20 years to the day on my birthday again, one of my friends came over, her boyfriend, and had a bonsai tree for me. And the first thing I said was, holy, I killed that thing years ago. And it just started my interest in it all over again. She told me about a gentleman who had a little shop in Fort Lauderdale. So I'd go there sometime on a Saturday and I'd look at his work. He's a really great artist, and it really inspired me.
That's great. A lot of people that have been watching this episode may have been thinking the whole time, like, what? I know Tyler the Bonsai Guy, but where is he? So what happened? Tyler, where are you at now?
Well, I moved to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That bonsai shop is going to be very bright there in Florida, and I hope to replicate that here in North Carolina, and I am.
I'm sure you will, and we thank you for having us and connecting us with Nick. I think about now is the time that we're going to learn more about the leaves with him, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunities, and have a wonderful day.
That right there is one of my favorite parts of bonsai, is the attention to detail. Like this little tiny thing makes a difference. So
Definitely.
now the face of the tree is currently facing us or the audience?
It's currently facing us. So
yes, I think so.
It will be
Voila!
the reveal.
Our Brazilian rain tree is now bonsai because it's made it to the pot. In a little bit, we're going to learn how you get the leaves so tiny like this. So keep watching SoFlo Health. We're now joined by Dr. Weiser. He is the Chief Medical Officer here at Mount Sinai Medical Center. And today we're going to talk about AI and AI tools that are being used here at the hospital. So Doctor, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So as I said, the AI tools are everywhere. Everybody's talking about AI, whether it's ChatGPT or some other brand. What are you using here at Mount Sinai Medical Center?
So we've implemented a lot of strategies around AI here at Mount Sinai. One of the things that I'm most excited about is something called a bridge, which is ambient listening. And what that does is allows a provider to be able to have a clinic visit with the patient, and instead of sitting on the computer and typing out notes, they can put their phone down, which will record the conversation, and by the end of the encounter, it will generate a clinic note that often will have a lot more detail and information in it than the doctor sitting down and typing the note. Another thing that we're really excited about is something called Paragen, and we're using that in the labor and deliver area with our mothers and babies, and basically identifies issues if the baby's heart rate is going up too fast, to alert the clinical team to be able to look at that. Wow. So that's really exciting, and we've already seen a lot of great outcomes related to that since we've implemented that over about a year ago.
How are some of these AI protocols or tools that you're using here at Mount Sinai unique to what you're doing at Mount Sinai versus somewhere else?
I think our focus is really how does AI benefit the patient first in terms of quality and outcomes, and secondarily, how does it improve the efficiency of care?
Yeah, I think the two things you just mentioned there are incredibly important to our audience, which is that they want to make sure that the patient is the center of the focus of all of this.
100%.
And that not just that we're using a tool, but we're also making sure that the tool is doing its job for us, and it's not just trusting it blindly.
100%. You know, it's all about how do we advance healthcare and science in the interest of our patients.
What about the future? What are you looking forward to seeing more of?
A couple of other things that we're really working on at this point. One is starting to leverage virtual agents in our call centers. And the other area I think that's really exciting is that currently right now we work with a group called HealthSnap, And that allows us to kind of monitor our patients that are in our primary care and cardiology practices at home, and then alert the clinicians if they're outside and they need an adjustment on their medication.
It's one of those things that makes you think to yourself, what a time to be alive. I can't believe that this is even possible. So thank you so much for sharing. If people would like to learn more about what you're doing or just keep up, how can they?
Yeah, they can visit our website or call us. We're happy to hear from you anytime.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Yep.